I was reflecting on what else to talk with respects to the quality of what it means to be uh, aware of a lucid dream experience, the way one's experienced it. Because I was also watching the sunlight before I entered lucid dreaming, the sun gave me more energy, more vitality to go further with one's lucid experience. I've come to realize through coming out one's body and seeing myself asleep in lucidity and traveling away from one's body. And now I've learned yoga. Yoga teaches you about your chakras, about the qualities in them. So while I've identified through leaving the body, I was able to have evolved from the chakras, from the Saja Yoga Sattva system, without me knowing what had evolved from it. And so I'm generating that awareness of having evolved from also all the prophets that have come, because lucid dreaming, coming out your body, when you do it properly and when you travel far enough in lucid dreaming, you realize that if you've left your body, you've also liberated yourself from the conditioning of being in your body, from the conditioning of your, in the meditation they call it the ego, or also you got the super ego. You got the ego that affects the past, you got the super ego that affects the future, and you got the supra ego that affects the present, and then you got the picture of that covers the ego that affects the atmosphere. So through all these conditionings, a lucid person such as oneself, what one's been renewing in memory, shows me that I actually in lucid dreaming travelled away from all the masters that are in the body, travelled away from all the conditionings that are in the body. And also in one's past dreams, one's had experience of the woman that shared realization to me, and had shared realization of yourself to many people. And she's known as the Holy Spirit, Srimataji. And she's come into one's dream and saluted me in one's dream. And she was riding a mouse. As in the meditation, the mouse represents the identification with your own innocence, with your own simplicity, with your own wisdom. So for me to have encountered that in one's sleep, in one's dream, that is an affirmation for me that there are astral parents, astral higher consciousness guides within everybody, even people that are on the earth that may appear or are very holy people and they have shared who they are. So through being aware, through renewing the experience of the lucid dreaming, I've come to identify that having evolved from the body in one's viewing one's body as sleep consciousness and travelled far away from one's body, travelled to different country and everything, I've come to see that one naturally became my own prophet, my own revelation in society. And I've seen that now through renewing one's experience and affirming that now to society, that through being a lucid dreamer, identifying the memory of what one experienced, and then learning yoga, learning how to make love, all these earthly experiences one has practiced and one has got to realize what they mean. So through me going through all that now and then reflecting deeper, before I knew yoga, before I knew how to make love, all the stuff, I've been able to see now that one's lucid coming out of the body experience is actually higher than all the earthly experiences that we can get, be it with the Prophet Muhammad, the Prophet Moses, all of them. All the prophets salute what I'm saying, as even the Prophet Muhammad is known to have travelled from his body and witnessed various heavenly or astral beings and witnessed lower levels, or people of the earth and people below the earth beings in his lucid awareness. So that's where, for me, having done what the Prophet done in his own way, yet me having travelled and evolved various individuals within the being of lucidity, on a psychological level, a person is able to call them multiple personalities. On a lucid level, they're multiple lucid personality beings of who you are on higher levels of consciousness. And that's where, for me, the modern experience of lucid consciousness has given me the ability not only to see myself in lucidity, in out-of-body experience, but also see various aspects of myself evolved in myself. And that's where the Prophet, in one's experience, never had that experience of seeing various individuals from himself, guiding himself for further evolution. Because he was the guide of the book, and that was the main evolutionary guidance he was looking to share with people, and that he was being a prophet for. So with respects to seeing oneself as a prophet in one's own experience, through identifying, having gone through various identities in one's lucid experience, that represents various higher levels of the evolved human body, evolved astral body. To go into space, you need to be a conscious dreamer. You need to evolve your awareness with your sleep. So in society, if we're looking to go into space, we have to improve the way we sleep, and we have to improve the way we view what we're doing in our sleeps, for us to be able to see what's really occurring above us or below us. We haven't got the technology to really travel further than the atmosphere we're in. The only choice we have is for our own physical body to become lighter, for us to do that, and then see the way we are in a position to improve our physical existence through traveling far enough to identify that in our lucid experience. Tibetans practice lucid dreaming, and for them to be able to receive medicinal plants, in one story one read, they had to lucid practice in their sleep, travel to places where it's very complicated or difficult for them to go physically because of, say, the conditions of the environment, or even the weather being too cold. So for them to be able to have done that, travel out of their body, go through the cold, go through the difficult conditions of the environment, identify where the difficult conditions are, how cold the temperature is, when they return to their body, have the appropriate clothes, the appropriate map directions to travel to their destined goal to get these specific minerals or plants to help society that they're living in. So through lucid consciousness, a person's able to help society to travel to places where society would like to go but haven't got the technology to go there. So through traveling out of your body, you're able to see where you need to go, return, bring the data of where you need to go, and then move in that process of where you need to go. That's the quality that I've been able to improve for myself, having lucid experience, where I've been able to know where I need to go. So through me having traveled to the higher level of going to the sun, as one asked to where I wanted to go, I was able to see the higher levels of our colors, of our higher colors, of our astral colors, and of our astral relations. So through returning from the astral colors, astral relations, I've been able to now renew that experience, to bring that experience to earth, for people to evolve in their sleep, because people in their sleep are not evolved. And if you're not evolved in your sleep, you're not really evolved when you're awake. And it doesn't really matter if you've got £1 million, £2 million, if you're a famous star, if you're a famous musician, an intelligent NASA scientist, whatever position you are in society, if you're not a conscious sleeper, if you're not aware of all the phases of sleep, then you really not really being who you are supposed to be in the society you're living in. So the society I'm living in, the government I'm living in, I've come to realize through renewing my experience that this is what the government strives for people such as myself to be able to look into themselves and go beyond themselves and return and share what you've experienced. Thanks very much.